Good morning, everybody. Nice to wake up in a rainforest, isn't it? So, what's it like sleeping in a hut with a mosquito net as a wall when you're this close to your neighbours? Not good. What is good? So, basically, you can hear everything. So, what is good about that is you can hear the jungle and the creepy crawlies and the yappy yappies and the chirpy chirpies. Amazing. But you can also hear when your neighbour farts or sprays some poison on their glands, what we call deodorant and antiperspirants. And you don't need to get triggered if you use it, it's just my opinion. It's fine, we can all have opinions. And when you're creating a YouTube channel, you can share your opinion on your channel. It is my opinion that all deodorant is poison, but that's not what we're here to talk about, don't we? And the guy next door had so little awareness, he was just swinging his door shut, like just letting it swing shut and slam like at 11 o'clock at night. It was mental. But when I see stuff like that, I just remember that I used to be, and in many ways, you know, I'm here now at 7:30 in the morning talking about the neighbours with their mosquito wall. But I am aware of it, I'm just a bit of a dick. But I used to be very unaware of this sort of thing. I remember, I think it was about my 5th ayahuasca ceremony, where it became apparent throughout the night as the medicine walked in that I was stomping through the hall rather than like walking quietly through the hall, allowing others to have their experience. And basically I just thought it was all about me. And it got really apparent when I went to the toilet for about the 5th time. I didn't realise I'd been slamming the door behind me and really affecting the ceremony. Because, you know, jarring noises are so jarring when you're on medicine and you're like totally in sync with everything, and somebody just goes BAM with the door. And about the 4th, 5th time I went to the toilet, I went to slam the door behind me, as I always do. Tom's here! And one of the facilitators grabbed the door from the other side and then shut it gently, like took me out of the picture, like overrode me, like used his strength to hold the door as I slammed it, and then really gently and moving the handle so that even the little metal bit didn't make a scrapey noise. And while I was on the medicine, that's when it all like kicked in, and it was a much deeper lesson on self-awareness and presence of others and my impact on a space and all that sort of thing. So I get it, he's only young, he's probably never drank ayahuasca. But even the staff at like 6 o'clock this morning, the staff are walking around talking, like, do you not realise that all the rooms have mosquito nets as walls? And there's one scraping around my hut now, I'm not sure what he's doing. Yeah, I mean, this is 7:30 in the morning, like, I'm not sure that's appropriate for doing outside huts with no walls. Yeah, it's so weird. If you've never stayed in a place like this, it's like you can't see your neighbour when you've got your curtains drawn. But it is like you're in the same room as them, like it's so weird. I hate it. And I really enjoyed it last night. And by, oh yeah, so the bar where I'm gonna go and stay, that is quite noisy. I reckon it's probably worse here than it will be in a concrete room there. But yeah, I would say by about 11 o'clock all the noise, maybe 11:30, all the noise stopped, and it was a really beautiful night just in the rainforest. The other really annoying thing is this place is super anal. Like I was saying earlier how high the standards are, but it's too much. It's certainly too much for me. You're not allowed to smoke. Yeah, about 10 o'clock at night, the security guard. Oh no, it's about 9 o'clock at night. I'm smoking outside my hut. It's very rare that I have enough respect for anywhere to not smoke in the room. I don't know, I was smoking outside my hut and he comes and tells me I can't smoke. So what do you mean I can't smoke? It's just ridiculous. I've been smoking in the restaurant all day and loads of stuff on bad night, but then I went and smoked in a restaurant later on that night, and again he told me I couldn't smoke in there. But I just said, you know, I'll just finish this and then adhere to your rules. And then obviously don't. But yeah, it's super anal and super pussy. I can just feel it in some of the staff as well. It's yeah, it's too anal for me. Thinking about it, to be fair, you can totally understand why the gardening team, which is obviously a full-time job here, like keeping on top of this jungle, essentially. You can see why they want to start early in the morning, before the sun comes out, because it must be such a hard job to do in the middle of the day. Representing, not really, it's a German company. like everything in England. I think Bentley is the last remaining car company that is still English owned. Have you seen Jaguar with its Indian owners? Its sales plummeted by 97% last year after they did their Go Woke, Go Broke ad. Good work, Jaguar. Anyway, we're going to go and try and wash some clothes. Hand wash with no... I guess I could use some soap out of the tap. This is an example of, it depends how you see it. There's obviously different perspectives. It could be seen as high standards, or it could be seen as overreach, failure to comply with this notice will result in monetary penalty. We better not wash them here then. To be fair, we do have a whole designated spot for the washing of clothes. A little bit of soap under the armpits. So to show you a toilet, but I think it's worth it. Here's an example of how high end it is. It even has an ass squirter. It's like being back in Thailand, except it's even better. So it squirts your ass out of the air. I'm showing you this as an example of how high end. Oops. I don't really want to be featuring toilets on the channel, but it's an example of how high end this place is, and also how much my journey is changing. We started in Cancun, and then we got to the hut where I was using a toilet with no toilet seat for $10 a night for about 4 nights, or was it 2 nights? I can't remember. And now we're in a place that sprays your ass for you. Fantastic. Upwardly mobile. Go YouTube career. Thanks for the donations. Of course, we can't just stand and look at it because you'll get sprayed in the face. We need to sit down and let it spray the ass. Right, so we've got 4 days worth of panties and t-shirts washed. I'm not sure how long it's going to be before I move on to Chia Pass, and hopefully, well, I'm hoping for this, but with a bit more civilization, basically, where I can get a proper wash done. We've got some nice poisonous chemicals. Oh, that'll be lovely, poisonous chemicals all over my body. Fantastic. At least I won't smell quite so bad of it. It does all seem a bit pointless, seeing as you get sweaty within 10 minutes out here. But anyway, it is what it is. It's lounging in the hammocks and staring at your phone time for this club. Ooh, it's about 10 in the morning and it is so hot in here. My phone keeps going into emergency mode. I'm trying to upload a blooming video. It's so hot. I just had my first chat with a tourist. We were chatting for about 20 minutes. And when I left after I'd made my coffee in the kitchen, it was kind of like a feeling like I shouldn't leave. I'm enjoying this man's company. So that was interesting. And what was also interesting is, as I walked up the stairs, there was him and a girl there, and I just heard him saying, I guess we have different perspectives on life. Very chilled out, no anger at all from him at all, a very calm energy. And I had a look at him, and he's a German guy, looks a lot like me, and then I had a look at her, and she was ethnic, and she had a bullring here, and her energy was horrible, and I could feel really good energy from him, and I could just feel, you know, demonic hatred from her before I'd even said anything. And then we got chatting and I started sharing my views. She didn't last very long. She scarpered after about 5 minutes. But yeah, he'd done Nicaragua, Guatemala, and was now in Mexico. And they'd met in Nicaragua and now they're travelling together. But yeah, he's obviously very chilled out and doesn't see things quite like I do. But yeah, it was really interesting to watch the dynamics of them and how I felt the energy straight away and how that just played out completely. And I'm not saying it's because she's ethnic, you know, it's for many, many reasons. But yeah, the minute I started mentioning all the trouble in the UK, like I could just feel the hatred bubbling from her, and yeah, she had to leave, guided by her Satan ring. So that's my hut, and you might just be able to see the German guy going into the hut next door. So that was the guy I was talking to. He told me they were in a dorm. He was telling me that they got a dorm to themselves. So I'm very surprised to see them in the hut next door. But the reason it makes me bum twitch a little bit is because I did that clip about the satanic nose ring woman, his current girlfriend, outside my hostel, outside my room. And it turns out she was probably in the room next door when I did it, and there was just a mosquito net between us. It's a bit awkward, isn't it? So some of these are dormitories. I assumed that all these huts, yeah, that one too, are dormitories. So I've been next to dormitories. I assumed that they're all a single person, so that makes sense in terms of what you were saying about his being a dormitory. Also makes it even worse to be paying $25 a night next to more people, more noise. Let's go and see what the next hotel's like. Thought I might as well do some editing and enjoy these surroundings a bit more before I move to the next hotel. We've got a video uploading there. because, well, I think it's very nice surroundings. Probably nicer, but we'll find out soon as we go to the next hotel. Where's my man who's been pestering me to see if I want food? Can I get cheeseburger? Si. Not double, cheeseburger.
Hamburguesa sencilla.
This one. Yes. Gracias. What should we do, guys? Doing a bit of research now on what we should do in Palenque. We saw some Mayan ruins. If anyone has some preferences, then pay for it. I was going to say that a bit less subtly, but I thought it might be funny. But it just happened. Oops, sorry about that. Don't mean to be so entitled and expectant. But the option is there, of course, to just send some money to my bank account or buy me a coffee, all of which details you'll find below, saying, I want you to go to this place and here's the money for it. That would be great. But we are going to go, even if we don't get any donations in the next day or two. We're definitely going to go and see some ruins. Ooh, and maybe that waterfall. So this looks absolutely amazing. Look, I mean, my goodness, it's 30 quid to go to a blooming waterfall. I'm not going to spend more than 2 hours there, and it does look amazing. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? 200 quid to go and see the ruins. I think we might have to scrap that. Hopefully that's just some online price for idiots who book everything before they come. I'm not saying it's idiotic if you do that, I'm just saying hopefully that is an idiot's price. A gringo price, I should say. There is a man at the hotel with a desk selling this sort of thing, so we'll go and chat to him. I really want to do it, but I'm not paying more than... I feel like it should be 25 quid to go and see the ruins. At most, it should be a tenner. Wow, look at that, it does look amazing. So here we can do it for about $50. Still seems a lot, but oh, I just can't wait to get to a point where I don't have to and ah about this sort of thing, and I can just be like, we're going! The YouTube video will make that much money anyway. One day, we'll get there. Right, it looks like we can do the ruins, and this is without even asking the guy. The ruins, 2 waterfalls, on a nice day tour for 40 quid. So I'm going to treat you all, because you all treated me so much. It's not really me treating you, it's all those amazing people that have donated, that are allowing this to happen. So yeah, maybe we'll do this tomorrow. That could be exciting, wouldn't it? Ooh. The burger has arrived. It's no Elixico, is it? What we're used to in Bakar. Looks nice, but yeah, definitely wow, very different to what we were having in Late Bacalab every night. Gracias, amigo. It was a nice little sniplet. 7 quid. Can't really complain, can we? Oh, bloody hell, what's this? Flying big thing. Oh my god. Fuck off. Okay, we're gonna have a Nescafe now. And a smoke. Over there. Where I think it might be allowed. And then I'm going to upload another video for this channel. So that's all done. As the setting's very nice and I'm enjoying it, it's fine, it's no problem. And then we'll go to the new hotel. Oh yeah, and I did see the big ethnic heifer with a nose ring. She's a wide load. Yeah, she was definitely in the room next door. I don't know if she was in the room when I spoke, but when she left, I don't know if she was going back to the room or not, but I'm pretty sure she was in there. It's quite funny when stuff like that happens. Yeah, I mean, she's just such the stereotype of the angry, horrible libtard. And this is always a giveaway, this nose ring. It's always a very big giveaway. You know, it's what bulls have, and Baal is a bull. And I think Baal might be what's working through these people. Maybe. Let me know what you think in the comments. There's a fire pit here for the guests to use. That's really nice. And there's a lovely seating area just through here. This is where I've just had my smoke. And look at this. They're calling it the flower of life. Looks very much like a chakra system to me. Imagine living in a culture where God and consciousness is just part of life. And we're not brainwashed into believing in science and some big bang and that everything's a coincidence. Can you imagine the difference? It's like when I lived in Thailand and they lived with the concept of reincarnation. It makes a really big difference on how you live your life if you believe, you know, that there's something after it, especially if it's going to affect what's going to come after it. Yeah, it's amazing. You really realise how conditioned, and I'm not even saying this is right, obviously I believe this is right. But you know, maybe it's not, but it's amazing how we just believe that what we're told is right, but we know everything. and then you come to the other part of the world and we just see life completely differently. It's very refreshing. Also, look at this crazy tree. It's got these very interesting and beautiful green lines, and it's got these great big spikes as well. Wow, what a beast. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, amazing. So guys, can you see in the corner a little bird's nest with little chicks in it? They were squawking away earlier, it was easy to see them. I'll see if they come out again. Yeah, they look like they're chilling now. Oh, there you go, they're squawking again. Can you see them a bit more? Oh, I hope you can, it's amazing. Just making a coffee, but I thought I'd guard it in case somebody decided to put something in it after some silly words that another person said. Not me, of course, I'd never say anything silly. Actually, it wasn't silly, it was just a shame there was only me and a piece of netting between the person I was talking about. So I have to acknowledge my own projections, you know. It may be that everything I've said is just a complete projection, because just then, as I was about to leave, she goes, oh, you have a leaf on your back, and really gently, kindly and caringly takes this leaf off my back. And then I'm like, oh, this pan's hot, be careful of it, and it's all very nice and very cordial, but yeah, there's no way she was angry, so maybe she wasn't in there. That's good. I've been feeling really awkward around a fella. We're getting very close to moving on, just waiting for the washing to dry, which I imagine, it's been out for 4 hours, so I imagine, as it's very hot, that it will be there. Yes, it's dry. What about the shores? Not quite. Wow, look at this fantastic thing flowering. That is beautiful. We're now 2 days ahead, sweating our tits off in the jungle. Definitely worth it though. I just feel like I should have done this at the start of the episode, but I've just sort of realised now I've just got to do a little roundup, as it's a bit of a messy episode. There was about 2 hours worth of footage in the middle that I recorded in slow-mo. So that was the panic of trying to get the taxi and there not being any taxis. It was all quite dramatic and quite a lot of fun. So yeah, if a video didn't make sense, then it's because a load of footage in the middle was missing. But I'll be more careful in future and try not to record in slow-mo. Let's do the old sniff test. Oh, it's pretty good. What's the armpits like? Oh wow, it's really good. What about the shorts? Oh. Oh dear. Hopefully it's just because they're damp, but they stink. But they smell of damp. Anyway, I've had enough. I want to get a room. I feel more settled once I've got a room. So we're going to go and take the valuables to the hotel over the road now. And then we'll come back with the stinky shorts and the big bag. We're going to have to do a relatively short but pretty intense walk of doom. It is honestly, it's so much hotter here than it was at Lake Bacalar. It's worth it. It's worth it to be here. But my goodness, it's hot. Muchos gracias. Very nice. My big bag is still in locker. I come back in half an hour. Gracias. These taxi drivers, I imagine these are the drivers of these wagons having a little chill. That's what I should ask actually when I go back to get my bag, because that hotel is, they all speak perfect English and really good service. A little bit too good for me. It's a bit strict. It's not necessarily a bad thing though, you know, if you don't want smoke around you, then yeah, it's probably for the best. But yeah, ask them if there's a bus on this road. I mean, looks like there's lots of these little wagons going on. There'll be tours there. But yeah, see if we can get a bus into the main town and get some stock. I don't think it's going to be much good asking at this hotel. See. The same guy, I think it is, so he should recognise me. Hola!
Hello. Hola, buenas tardes.
I pay for my room and go. I pay on card. Yeah, we'll do one night, see how noisy it is, and maybe then we'll do 2 more. See, I write. He just gave me the key and I was gracias. And I was just like, no, remember, I mean, if you watched the video yesterday, you'll remember it's a real maze to get to a room. Maybe I could have a go and come back if I can't find it. We're about to get another message. Remember, I try, and I come back if no, I try, see. Okay? So this is the only possible issue tonight. I'm pretty sure this is where the music was coming from that I could hear. Yes, it has a stage with lots of drums, but I'm thinking but it will be better than the other one anyway, because it's actually got walls and windows. Anyway, I was just realising that I didn't do my manic bag check. Usually when I leave a place, I check my bag about, oh gosh, 10 times. Have I got my charger? Have I got my phone? Have I got my wallet? Have I got my passport? Hola! But I didn't do that this time, and whilst it's healthy to check and make sure you've got everything, I've definitely been going over top. So that just shows a new sense of relaxation that's happening in my body. And yeah, it's no wonder I was... Again, the external always reflects the internal. So I left the UK in a lot of turmoil and anxiety and ended up in Cancun, which, you know, represented that within me. I'm not knocking Cancun, it's just an environment that for me would never allow me to be in peace and surrender and trust. Sorry about the crazy dog in the background. And then we moved on to Playa del Carmen, or Carmen, I think, which was marginally better, but still, you know, very hedonistic energy, very loud, very touristy. Then we moved on to Tulum, which was definitely better, a lot quieter and more chilled, but still a city. I think this is the way we went. Oh God, I kind of remember walking past that building there. We definitely went down something like... Ah, here he is! See! Can you lead the way? Gracias. Yeah, so then we went on to Tulum, which I think I just spoke about. Then we went on to... Forgetting now. Lake Bacalar, which was much better. And that was the first place that I felt chilled. And the first place that I felt, oh yes, I can start to relax, start to surrender, and there's no coincidence that that's where I had a lot come up as I started to surrender and had my whole getting triggered with the haters and allowing myself to get wrapped up in the external, as I obviously needed to experience that and feel that to let go of it even more. And then we moved to the jungle, and it feels like for the first time I'm in a place where, you know, represents what I want to feel internally, the external peace and nature and surrender to all that is right here before our eyes. So yes, it's interesting how the external journey reflects the internal journey. Well, obviously there'll be some people that believe that the external reflects the internal, but I believe it's the other way around. But yes, here we are, as I try to not drip sweat onto my camera as I am melting. Wow, it doesn't feel nearly as far this time. It felt way further last time. It's amazing when you do, I've noticed this a lot, when you do something the second time or you come back from somewhere you've been, the second leg is never as long. What is that psychologically? That is crazy. It felt like such a long walk last time. This one! Sí, gracias amigo! Okay, see you soon. Yes, it's the very room that I said I wanted, this exact room, and I've got it because it's got, unlike the other one he showed me behind, it's got a double window for seeing into the jungle. How do I do this? Oh, he's back. He knew I was going to have trouble. Okay. And in one. Okay, gracias. See. So the door is just, was it like that? Oh yeah, okay, yeah, easy. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah. Got it, cheers. The lizard, it's just ran up there and hid down the window, which makes me very happy because that will eat any mosquitoes. But yes, we have double windows into the jungle. How good is that? Some serious effort has been put into the swan towel. Very romantic. Perfect for a night alone. You know, I didn't notice yesterday that there was no toilet seat. We're back to no toilet seat situations. This is what happens when you pay $15 a night. But I guess when it's only you using the toilet, it doesn't matter so much. Get hat hair! Yeah, fantastic. It's like what images women do, isn't it? Where they glue they have it all crazy up here and then glue the front to the forehead because it looks so good. Oh, it's so much cooler in this room than in the last place. This is much better. The only question is whether I can cope with that Wi-Fi in my room. I think I can. I think I can just look out to that window and Do some nice breathing, he says. See how I feel in 10 hours time of being with myself. It is such a shame. I mean, it's good for what I've just said, but it is a shame I can't do my work at this desk. It would be the perfect room if it had Wi-Fi. It would be the ideal space to do my men's group. I've still got to work that one out before tomorrow, which also means we can't go and see stuff like I said. We're going to have to go in a couple of days' time when I have no commitments. So I thought I'd just do a check that I can get in before walking all the way down there, because then obviously I'll know to ask him, because I couldn't last time. I still can't. So I'm not sure what that's all about. Must be some sort of knack to it, which I don't have. But yes, I've just had a very lovely rest. I mean, there's nobody here. But even if there was, it would be pretty quiet. Oh wow, so peaceful compared to living in a room with a mosquito. And I don't get me wrong, I liked the last place. It was, you know, it was amazing in many ways, but yeah, I just can't be dealing with listening to people fart at night and cough and and chat, and it was just too much. I'm wondering when we'll see our first monkey. I'm very much looking forward to that moment. Also wondering if there's going to be any panthers or anything about. Seeing as I'm in the jungle, particularly when we're walking through this at night, I'm sure it'll be fine. All comes with the adventure, I guess. Getting eaten by a panther, potentially. But yeah, what a great recommendation this was from the amazing viewer that emailed me. Thank you ever so much. And oh, he's typing as well. I was just about to tell him that I can't work out how to unlock the door to my room. Also, if you like, you can order at the restaurant and it is even closer. The Wi-Fi? Mm-hmm. Okay, great, yeah. This... I'm like, not open. Just have to pull the door and turn the key. So, like this? Okay. Okay, I try again. Gracias. Gracias. I eat later, but I look now. Thank you, gracias.
No problem.
I was just thinking about how it's not that long a walk at all, where yeah, the first time it felt like such a long walk. And I guess it's because I was expecting a short walk, and it turned out to be a much longer walk. And then today I was expecting a long walk, and it turned out to be a much shorter walk. But there's something in it as well, like when I walk somewhere, I feel like I've walked ages, and when I walk back and it turns out to be a couple of blocks. There's something psychological happening. Let me know what you think. It is in the comments. Right, round 3 door. Is it going to be third time lucky or third time intelligent enough? We've definitely got a problem because I cannot open this blooming door. I was turning the key the wrong way. Excellent. So we have an interesting animal. Don't think I've ever seen one before, unless it's a possum again, but it looks a lot cuter than the last one. What is this, people? Can we see your face? It doesn't seem to be too scared of me. Like a big squirrel without a tail. Of course, I would expect you to tell me exactly what that is in the comments. And I know at least 10 of you will. And I'm very grateful for it. Thank you. I would say that looks like a bus stop. I wonder what this sign says. But yeah, I'm going to ask. I'm about to go and get my bag. No, it's just a sign for where we'd be. Okay, let's go and get my bag. Now the sun is in, we're going to do a less doomatic walk of doom. It's not going to be too long, and not going to be too bad. I'm going to ask them if there's buses or taxis into the town. Hola, I just come to get my bag. Can I get scissors? Yeah. Do you know if there's a bus into town at all?
No, only the taxi.
Taxis?
Yeah.
How would I get a taxi? Is there a number I can call?
Yeah, it's possible to call the taxi here.
Okay, great. I'll thank you very much. That was a guy who didn't. I could just tell he didn't like being filmed last time, so I kept the camera myself. Because I'm a very considerate person, you know. Are the shorts still stinky? That's the question. Yes. Dry and stink. They stink of damp, which I don't understand because I remember washing like, where's that? Okay, the walk of doom isn't feeling too doomy. I think just having this, there's my boots in it, out has made quite quite a difference. And there's no sun, and it's short. So yes, this is going to be manageable. I appreciate your concern in the comments, Nick. What a good man you are, and you're very right. We should never be valuing money over one's spine. Points noted. Thank you, sir. So once we're back, it's obviously going to be cold shower. Then restaurant time. The restaurant looks really good, but I'll tell you more about that tomorrow, because I think it's going to be a slow content day tomorrow. I've got a couple of ideas, so don't worry. Are you excited? I was going to say something. Oh yeah. And then I guess I'll sit in the restaurant and use the Wi-Fi for a bit, because there's no way I can do 6 hours all to myself. But yes, slowly getting more used to just being. But anyway, we'll talk about that tomorrow, because it'll give you something to talk about. So just spent an hour in my silent, beautiful, peaceful bedroom, just listening to the sounds of the jungle as the sun went down. But that's about all I can take. So I've come to the restaurant to get my internet fix. I've even bought my little speaker of gayness so I can hear it over music. It doesn't look like there's a band tonight. All very peaceful and lovely. I'm even considering having a couple of beers. You got menu? Can I see the menu?
Menu?
Yeah, gracias. Gracias. I think because I'm going to be sat in here at least for the next 4 hours, because no one's in the bedroom. I'm going to have a few drinks of some sort. And yes, I'm saving all this. There's a lot I want to say about this restaurant. It's quite impressive. There's quite a bit going on. But yeah, I'm going to save all that for tomorrow. So there are some interesting non-alcoholic drinks, but if I'm going to sit here for 4 hours, then a couple of beers might work quite well. No, I'm being silly, I don't want a beer. Something, yeah, I mean, it's a resistance to being in silence is ultimately what it is, but we're going to speak more about that tomorrow. Yeah, there's something pulling me towards having a beer so I can just go to sleep without the need to listen to anything. Yes, so I don't even need to ask if you can smoke here. I thought I smelled weed the other day here, to be honest. Feels like the sort of place I'm not going to mind. But anyway, I've sat myself to the back of the restaurant, mainly so I can hear my YouTube. Not my YouTube, other people's YouTube. And so I can have a little cheeky smoke. Can I try the fresh lemonade?
Fresh lemonade?
Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Oh, it looks like Charlie's just released an interesting one. Not clickbait, a blade too far. I think we'll give that a go. Some nice light-hearted entertainment. And then we'll probably move into a nice Sheffield Wednesday podcast. Feeling, I need to delve into all the Tartarian stuff, don't I? But I'm feeling like I just want something really nice and light-hearted. Just enjoy the evening with me fresh lemonade and a few joints. And maybe a choco and banana milk. Oh, we've got to eat as well. It's all going to happen. It's so exciting. Oh, this looks like it's going to be quality. A big family have just come and sat next to me, so I feel a bit bad about the speaker, but I was here first. They're probably zombies and won't notice anyway. Fresh lemonade, hopefully, that's what it says anyway. Oh my god. So good. Something interesting just being delivered. Oh, I missed it. Honestly, this place is mental. I can't believe what it's turned into compared to what we saw the other day, and I can't wait to tell you about it tomorrow.
The pressure being applied on them.
Calzone.
A simple moment in time.
Gracias, amigo.
I think this constant
Banana choco milk.
fight
Banana
for
and
attention,
choco
this
milk.
constant dopamine rush, this ability to have an endless supply
Oh, it's so good.
of
There's only one
dopamine
thing that could make it better.
when you go down whatever indulgence you want to go down on a phone. That grow up at like developmental, like early stages, using this for everything.
Thank you to everyone who supports me in this channel. Tonight has been incredible.
Because like I'm saying, look around, dude. Look around real life. Go to the
Super
grocery
grateful,
store, take a
super
walk
grateful
around.
for everyone who's ever
People
liked,
are
subscribed,
not like it used to be.
commented,
It's
shared, donated, anything.
Relationships are
Anyone who's
suffering.
just
You almost
enjoyed the
can't have a
video.
relationship anymore. Like
Thank you
we
for
could
being
go back
here.
and forth
I'll see you
all day
again
long
soon.
about, like, dating.
Turn this down for the
Women now are being brainwashed.
birthday song.